What is going on, y'all? Mamba here, back with another trade review and market recap. Today is Wednesday of April the 30th. Happy Wednesday. Let's go over the market plan and the trades for today. So coming into today, indices were down pretty heavily. NQ was down 2%, ES was down 1.4%. That's a big, heavy drop. If we look on the 15-minute, just so you guys have more clarity, yesterday we rallied. There was a nice green bar, and then today we gapped down completely under that bar. So it's basically a gap under green, and that's like extremely bearish signal. So my bias was bearish on the day, and I was just looking for a pullback to enter on a trade just for the continuation. And how my system works is I am reacting and looking for pullbacks off of levels or the opening print, and that's exactly what I did. So let me remove this real quick. As you can see, we were making lower lows and lower highs. Let me just draw that out for you guys so you guys get a visual. We had some news that came out during 5:30 that potentially caused the market to go down as well. And what I want to do is I want to trade on these pullbacks. So I'm just going with the momentum of the trend. And I actually took an early entry in the morning. So once we broke this bar at the open, I got in. And then the room down was significant. We didn't have any levels all the way down. But since we were already down 2%, I wasn't expecting a crazy move, maybe just 100 to 200 points. And then so I got in, measured my risk, and then once we pulled back, rejected the opening print, presented a sell setup right here, we set up another trigger for an entry. So initial risk was these highs, and then I added to my position here on the opening print reject, on the level reject, to target the lows. And I accidentally got about 115 points or so on my first official exit. And then we pulled back, we presented another sell setup. So when this happens, I'm looking for another entry because I'm trying to maximize my winners and continue with the trend. So I basically got in once we broke this bar, and then I aimed for just basically the lows. I probably got like 60 points or so on the ad. So 112 points here, and then probably 60 points here. So that's roughly about 180 points. And then we had news at 7. I just got out just because I didn't want to hold through the news. Sometimes the news can play in your favor. So if we played with the news and the news was bad, we could have just went further down. But then also playing the news, you can also lose all your profits, and it can sometimes wreck your account. So generally, I rather not play the news. And if I did play the news and I had high conviction that the data was going to be negative and it was going to go lower, then I would maybe hold like half my position or even a quarter position. So that was the trade for today. I took basically, it's one full trade, but I did scale outs, re-entered, scaled out again, and got out of my full position. So technically, yeah, that's probably like one whole trade. It's just a bunch of scale outs and adding and maximizing my winners for today. And as you can see, the market just bounced and trended up higher. If we're looking at the price action for today, we rallied down, V-shape recovery, and now we're pumping based off of earnings. So I believe Meta and Microsoft earnings reported. I'm happy I've been buying shares of these companies on red days. So my long-term portfolio is happy, and it looks like the NASDAQ is pushing higher. Looks like this is close to the close. It's about up like 1% in the pre-market. With that being said, you'll have a good one. Peace.